Lollipops were invented over 100 years ago, and still today, lollipop sales for just one brand averages 4 billion sales per year. So I think we can all agree that lollipops are and will always be something people can't pass up. Since I was in kindergarten, my mom and I have been making homemade lollipops, and I recently found the recipe we use on candy.about.com and oneforthetable.com. Hi, my name is Julie Maroney, and today I am here to demonstrate for you how to make homemade lollipops. First, I'm going to tell you the ingredients and tools needed. Next, I will demonstrate for you the steps it takes to make them. And finally, I will show you some finishing touches. So let's get started. First, I will tell you the ingredients used. You're going to need 1 cup of sugar, half a cup of corn syrup, 1/4 cup of water, your choice of extract, which could be strawberry, cinnamon, orange, or whatever you prefer, and the food coloring that matches your extract. You're also going to need some tools. First, you're going to need either a lollipop mold, or what I use is just a mini cupcake tin, which works just the same, a medium saucepan, a candy thermometer, measuring cups, a spatula, and a spoon. Now that I've shared with you the ingredients and the tools needed, I'd now like to move on to my second main point, mixing the ingredients together. Before you mix the ingredients together, you're going to want to do one step. You're going to just want to take your pan or whatever you're using and evenly spray it with some kind of cooking spray, so like Pam is what I used. So after you've done that, you can actually take your small saucepan and you're going to want to start mixing your ingredients. So you're going to take your 1 cup of sugar, your half a cup of corn syrup, and your 1/4 cup of water. After you put all the ingredients on, you can turn your stove on to around small or like a medium heat, and you're going to start wanting to mix all the ingredients together until the sugar melts and it starts to boil. Once it starts to boil, you're going to want to stop stirring it and insert your candy thermometer. So you're going to insert your candy thermometer and you're going to let it boil on its own. Once it reaches 295 degrees Fahrenheit, you're going to want to remove your candy thermometer, turn off your heat, and let it sit there until the bubbling stops. Once the bubbling stops, you're going to want to add your extract of your choice. So let's just say strawberry. So you add your strawberry, and then your food coloring. So we use strawberry, so we use red. And then you're going to want to mix that all together. And you're going to want to do this quickly so it doesn't start to harden. So once you mix it all together, you're going to want to move over to the pan that you previously sprayed with Pam, and you're going to want to take your spoon and just put them in the compartments around 3/4 full. And after you fill all the compartments with how much ever you have in here, you're going to want to put a popsicle stick or whatever kind of stick you're going to use into the mold. After you do this, you're going to want to wait probably around an hour or so until they harden, and then you can remove them. When you remove them, because you sprayed it previously, it'll be easy. You just want to take your popsicle stick or whatever you're using and just make kind of like this motion. You don't want to like pull up because it'll crack. So if you just turn it right or left, it'll pop out really easy. So now that I showed you how to make the homemade lollipops, I'd now like to move on to my final main point, some finishing touches you can do to add to your lollipop. If you're going to keep the lollipops for just pure enjoyment, or you're going to sell them, or give them as a gift, and you make more than one kind of flavor, which is what I did, you're going to want to label the sticks your flavor. So you can simply do this by just writing on the stick your flavor with like a Sharpie marker. Also, wrapping the lollipops doesn't just give them a nice pretty look, but it actually preserves the lollipop up to 1 month after you make them. So you can simply wrap them with cellophane, which is what I did, with a twist tie. Or if you want to be really fancy, you could go to the store, buy those little candy bags, and tie like a nice ribbon on it. just like right at the end of the lollipop. So now that you've heard my speech, I hope that so I'd like to wrap things up. So now that from my demonstration, you can see how simple and easy it is to make homemade lollipops on your own. I showed you how to make the lollipops by first telling you the